Hello miners, and thanks for stopping in to the channel. For those of you who are new to the channel, if you don't know already, I've been doing this about 3 years now at this point, but you're probably watching the video about 3.5 years or so. It's October of 2023. This is a compilation of jumbo trappers. And I started out mostly with modern knives. I did switch over to try, I got bored with modern knives, and I'm taking a look at the traditional knives. And I do like the Trapper, I like more patterns than the Trapper, but I like these covers, just different knives. So what we have here, this is a rough Ryder cinnamon bone steak with carbon steel. And this is their jumbo trapper. So a carbon bone steak I just call CBS. And I have these in order on how I like them, and also quinkadinkly on about how much they cost. Paid $19.99 for that, and $25, I want to say $24.99, 25 bucks for the marbles MR17. Had to hunt and search for this one. This is a Rough Ryder 1032 jumbo trapper. It's out of an Exploring Freedom series. And I will talk more about these. And this one is a Queen, American-made Queen from Smoky Mountain Knife Works in the summer of 2023. They were making these for a short while. So we'll get back to this. Rough Ryder, cinnamon bone steak, carbon steel. Uses T10 carbon steel. And we're going to see all of these seem to have the same style of blades. So we have, what am I calling that? Just like a drop point, and there's a swedge in here, and I have this, I don't know if that's a speck of rust or a speck of goop, because this knife had some factory, almost like factory glue on the other blade. So if you want to know more about each one of these, you'll have to check out the video for each one. This knife had some crud right there, and a little weak on the spring right there. So we'll leave this out. We'll do a blade comparison with all these sooner or later. Next up, the marbles. I want to say this is the MR117, and I'll be able to tell you in just a second. Yep, I think so. Should probably tell you this one is 2431, 2431. And this is going to have 440 steel. It's going to be etched with marbles, quality blades. See if we can see that. Okay, hopefully right out here. Yeah. And when it comes to marbles and or Rough Ryder, I think they both do a good job for the money. And in this case, if I didn't say it before, about 25 bucks. But what we're looking at looks very similar to the other ones. I think we'll go ahead and just focus on the Spey blades, then or in the straight point. Okay, here's a hard to find. 1032, I think released in about 2010, 11 or 12, part of the Exploring Freedom Trappers series. And they did 7 or 8 of these knives. They were all trappers. This time I have 3 of them. This is one of them. They were regular size trappers, mini trappers, dogleg trappers, banana boat trappers, or Trapper 1032. You won't find much about this knife, either pictures or information wise, but they all had this honey, kind of a barnwood bone, which I really like the jigging on that, with a beaver shield. which is pretty cool. This is the tail on this end, and this is the beaver's legs and his head. And a beaver and a trapper, those go hand in hand. 440A steel, and then that little Exploring Freedom, if you guys can see that. Okay, lastly, we're kind of getting, is this Queen. This was a Queen, Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Again, you guys will have to go and watch a video on this, but Smoky Mountain Knife Works bought the Queen name, made knives in China, and then decided to come back with the big boy trapper. And the big boy trapper here I'm looking at has got the jig bone handles. Model number QN7565. Believed to be made by Bear & Son, the USA. Bear & Son Cutlery. Sawbone handles. If you watch a video on this, I got this little snag right here. I think this handle was broken. I think the bone was broken or cut. Should not have been used in the form it was in. However, this side is pretty good, other than something going on through here. You can't feel it, but I can see it there. So, still, overall, like the blade shape, like the ergos, and we're gonna put these out kind of in this order. And let you guys take a peek and look for yourself. Do a little flyby. Got to get the camera off there. All right, now I'm just having fun. Maybe you guys aren't. So, Rusty, you going to show us those other blades? Sure, guys. You came here, came all this way. I wouldn't want it to be for nothing. So, you might have to put up with my fingerprints. There we go. Just in the interest of saving time, one more to go. It's interesting to me. These are all very similar in frame and in blade shape. So, actually, from this up here, looks like that Queen is not quite as big. So, I'm going to close these up and we'll see. Marbles and Rough Ryder. Huh. Wow. Marbles seems to be a little bit bigger. Marbles and old Rough Ryder. Almost pretty even. So, Marbles and the Queen. Okay, very similar. You can see this Queen is, I don't know if they call this fluted, but they definitely have some bolster work on there. The Marbles, and that's how these bolsters, oh, now we have a pinch bolster here. And nothing fancy there. That sure is some nice work. I wonder if that's a gap. Oh, I'm just carrying on. I'm going to get these back out here for you guys. Oh. Don't worry. Beer. Okay. And we'll rotate out, take a peek. Thanks for hanging with the miner, guys.